Hi babes, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am going to be sharing with you all a detailed step-by-step matte soft glam makeup look, and if this is something you guys are interested in, definitely keep on watching. I'll see you all in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to share, thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the comment section. Bye. The first step is I'm going to go ahead and apply this eye whitening eye drop. Use a lip gloss. Cleanse my face with vitamin C micellar water. The next product I'll be applying on my skin is a gel moisturizer, and the reason why I opted for this gel moisturizer is because I have oily skin and I really want to keep this makeup really matte and soft. For the purpose of those that have been asking me how to do a complete matte look, so this tutorial is going to be directed towards that request. So this will give hydration, but it will not leave any oily or glowy residue on my skin. You should always wait for your skin prep to settle into your skin before you go into the next step. The first product I am going to be applying on my skin is going to be a mattifying primer, and the excess of this is to dry the oil that I have on my skin, and this is just going to stand as a barrier between my skincare product, my skin, and the makeup I'm going to be applying on top of my skin. So I have oily skin, that is why I'm opting for a mattified primer. So for your mattifying primer, you want to apply it on the areas where you oil. So if you have a combination skin, which means your T-zone is where you mostly oil, which is where I'm applying the primer right now, that is where you want to apply the primer and just pat it in. You don't need to extend it to the areas, to the other part of your face if you have a combination skin. But if you have oily skin, which means you oil all over your face, you want to apply the primer all over your face and tap. Once you tap and you give this like 20-30 seconds, it's going to keep your skin matte. You should not apply your foundation immediately. Give it time to start showing that dryness on your skin before you go ahead and apply your foundation. After allowing the primer to dry down, I use fan to help me achieve that. You can see how my skin look powdery, matte, and then powdery. So you can stop here if your skin does not produce excess sebum. That's if the oil that comes out from your skin is not excessive. You can go ahead and apply your foundation here. But for me, I like to go further by using a setting powder from UJV Beauty to set the primer in place. This powder helps your makeup to last really long, and it keeps your sebum to stay in place for a longer period of time. And when you're using a setting powder, you want to opt for a setting powder that is translucent, so that way you're not adding coverage. So for the foundation, I'm also going to be using the same foundation as the setting powder that I used. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight, and I'm using two different shades of concealer from the same brand, UJV Beauty. This one is the same shade with the foundation that I used. I'm going to take my beauty sponge and blend across where I extended the concealer to, so we don't have any harsh lines. This to setting powder from UJV. I'm going to be applying my skin color powder from the grill, and this is from Dabota Cosmetics. It has really amazing color shade, like skin tone shade. You can literally highlight, contour and bronze from this palette. I'm going to be using a warm powder to bronze my face. You can see that. Honestly, if I'm asked to choose between bronzing and contouring, I won't even think twice before choosing bronzing. There's a way it makes your skin really nice. You add this beautiful warmth to your skin. You can you see how this side is looking really beautiful. For my blush, I'm going ahead to use a powder blush from the Star, and the perfect blush for a soft glam look is a warm blush if you have a warm skin, or a cool undertone blush if you have a cool skin tone. So I'm going to place that here, just high up. I'm just going to bring that to the inner part of my cheek, not so much, but most of that blush is going to be placed at the outer part of my face, and I'm just going to blend what I have left towards the inner part of my face. And I like to bring my blush to my under eyes here. See? Yeah. After applying the concealer that is a little bit close to my skin shade, I'm going to blend that out. Then I will go ahead and use the setting powder I mixed for my under eyes to set it down. You want a soft glam eyeshadow look, use your setting powder. That's the setting powder you used in setting down your under eyes. Use it to set your concealer on your lid in place. So first color that I'm going to be placing down is shade, and I'm using this as my transition color. I'll place that here. So when you're placing your transition color, you want it to be closer to your skin color. See, you cannot really tell, even though it's showing a bit of color, but you can't really tell a drastic difference between my skin shade and the transition, and that is what you want to go for. So this is just going to be what will help other color to blend seamlessly into your skin. So after placing that down, I'm going to go ahead and use a brush that is a lot more precise. This is a cool, really dark cool brown in my crease. So this is where my crease is, especially for those that have hooded eyes, where your flesh here is drooping towards your lid, or you can barely see the space on your lid. When you are placing your eyeshadow, most especially, because this is what makes the difference to your eye shape and the finishing of your eyeshadow. If you have hooded eye, if you don't have hooded eyes, you can close your eyes to do whatever you want to do. But if you have hooded eyes, you need to place your eyeshadow strategically, and this is how you do it. You look straight and you place it directly where that fold is, like here. See? So once you place that, then you can now open your eyes that way, like this, and start tracing that part you placed the eyeshadow. Make sure you don't go above it. Instead, go below the part you trace it. Can you see? So instead of me going above it, I stayed below where I placed the first mark, like this. See, this is where my crease is. I'm just going to be generous with this color, and we are going to blend it out in a moment. So pick this other warm tone brown eyeshadow, then I'll use that to blend out the edge of this eyeshadow. I'm blending from the edge of the eyeshadow up to the part where my brow starts from. So as I'm holding the brush, I'm using the lightest grip so I don't start making the eyeshadow look patchy. For this part here, I'm maintaining just exactly where the eyeshadow stopped. I'm not going above it because I don't want to extend this eyeshadow towards my brow tail. I'm just basically blending where the edge of the eyeshadow is to blend it out smoothly and to avoid any harsh lines. Can you see that? You can always go back and forth till you are satisfied with how intense the eyeshadow look. So because the color I'm using can also serve as a bronzer, I would then use it to slightly contour my nose, slightly, just so there's no any demarcation between here and this side of my nose. So I'm just bringing it inward a bit. Can you see that? So at this point here, I'm going to flick this edge upward. So I'm going back again into that brush. I will dip it into the eyeshadow and I'll place it into my crease a lot more to further intensify the depth. My brows, I'm going to try as much as possible to make these eyebrows really soft because we are going for a soft glam look. So before drawing on my brows, I'm going to fill in any space, any sparse space. This is nice. Add a bit of this one here, this blush, a little bit, just to add some color. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and do my lips and I'm going to be right back. So this is how the makeup is looking. It looks really flawless and this is matte all through, no shine, no glow. It is matte and it is breathable. So if I want to incorporate some form of glow in this makeup, I'm not going to use any creamy products, highlighter. I'm going to basically use a powder but that has like a shimmer in it. This is powder highlighter, but it will not give you that concentration that comes with a typical highlighter. So this is going to blend with the skin. Can you see? Look at my forehead. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and spray my face with this. Thank you so much for watching. If you do enjoy this step-by-step makeup glam, soft glam makeup look. Do not forget to let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much guys for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.